Hello, everyone. Today I want to take you to Psalm 27, which is a psalm of David. His very words become the title that I want to give to this encouragement, and that is, In the Day of Trouble. When John Stott comments on this psalm, he tells the story of James Hannington, who he describes as the first bishop of Equatorial Africa. In 1885, upon reaching Lake Victoria, Stott writes, he was seized and imprisoned, consumed by vermin, menaced every moment by the prospect of death, and he found strength in the Psalms. On October 28th, the day before he died a martyr's death, he wrote in his journal, I am quite broken down and brought low. I am comforted by Psalm 27. Now, if he found comfort in what David wrote about his time of trouble, then so also can we be comforted by it. David gives his own list of troubles in Psalm 27. Evil men advance against me to devour my flesh. False witnesses rise against me. Enemies surround me. Mother and father forsake me. Quite a list of troubles. And David goes on to tell us what he did in those times of troubles. In fact, he writes about 3 convictions he maintains in times of troubles, convictions that you and I ought to maintain as well. The first one is in verse 1. The Lord is my light and my salvation. The Lord is the stronghold of my life. No matter what comes your way, a mighty fortress is my God, is a conviction that you and I need to maintain. Conviction 2 is in verse 5. In the day of trouble, he will keep me safe in his dwelling. Now, the dwelling of the Lord is not a physical, geographical place. It is rather a relationship that you and I have developed with him, a relationship in which we knew he cares for us. We know he forgives us. He sets his boundaries around us. He is my shepherd. So we maintain the reality of knowing the Lord will keep me safe in his dwelling, not a place, but a relationship that he provides for us. The third conviction is in verse 13. I will see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. I will see it before I die. I will see what God will do, and I know I will see it in the land of the living while I'm still alive. We also go on to see some disciplines that he embraces in these days of conviction, in times of trouble. The first one is in verse 6. At his tabernacle, I will sacrifice with songs of joy. I will sing and make music to the Lord. That's a conviction that leads to disciplined singing, a putting one foot in front of the other and doing what is right in the eyes of the Lord, ultimately opening my mouth to sing. Oh, for 1,000 tongues to sing my great Redeemer's praise, the glories of my God and King, the triumphs of his grace, I will sing in days of trouble. The second thing he tells us that he does is to be teachable. Verse 11, teach me your way, O Lord, lead me in a straight path. David goes on to talk about how troubles taught him in Psalm 119, verse 67. He writes, before I was afflicted, I went astray, but now I obey your word. You are good, and what you do is good. Teach me your decrees. So discipline number 2 is to remain teachable. Lord, in this time of trouble, teach me what I need to learn about myself, what I need to learn about you, areas of my life that need to change. Third discipline is in verse 14. Wait for the Lord. Be strong and take heart. Wait for the Lord. I will wait for the Lord, he is saying. Now, everyone waits. It does not take any discipline at all to wait. If a light is red, you wait. If the promised check in the mail has not come, you wait. If the trouble remains and will not go away, you wait. Not because you are spiritually disciplined, but because you can't do anything else. David says in his time of trouble, he is going to wait, but it is not just an inactivity. He's going to wait with confidence and understanding. The Lord is accomplishing something even though I'm waiting. The Lord's timing is perfect even though I'm waiting. In waiting for the Lord, he is strong, he writes. In waiting for the Lord, he takes heart, he writes. That's the disciplined wait that is much different than simple inactivity. So there you have it, 3 convictions in time of trouble. Number 1, the Lord is the stronghold of my life. Number 2, in the day of trouble, he will keep me safe in his dwelling. And number 3, I will see the goodness of the Lord in the land of living. 3 convictions in time of trouble. Also, 3 disciplines in time of trouble. Number 1, I will sing and make music to the Lord. Number 2, I will be teachable. And number 3, I will be strong and take heart. I will wait for the Lord. Now that we know what Psalm 27 says, we too can be comforted and encouraged when we embrace the convictions and the disciplines that David taught us to embrace in our own time of trouble. May God help you to take heart. Amen.